And the Cod Alliance has asked the Jubilee government to concentrate on delivering its election pledges and stop dragging the name of Cod leader Raila Odinga in an attempt to divert public attention. Speaking separately in Nairobi and Kwale, the Cod lawmakers criticized remarks by the government spokesman that the former Prime Minister had refused to return 6 government vehicles in his possession after leaving office. Cod leaders, led by Senators Moses Wetang'ula and James Orengo, said Raila Odinga was a core principal in the previous government and was entitled to government facilities like former presidents. Patrick Amimo has more.
A visibly agitated Muthui Kariuki yesterday reacted angrily to events at a funeral service at Gusii Stadium, where he accuses the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga of underhand political tactics.
Raila's sidekicks spent 3 days, and I repeat, 3 days in Gusii County plotting how they would disrupt the funeral service and getting their goons drunk.
But the Cod family has swiftly responded to Muthui, though they say they do not know whether Muthui was a legitimate government official and whom he speaks for. They said Muthui's sentiments were an insult and an act of desperation.
The Jubilee's functionaries should desist from using the Right Honorable Raila Odinga to divert public attention from their failures.
It is the same county's funds that were used to contribute to the 500,000 or the money that Raila contributed for that funeral.
I think that statement should be dismissed with all the contempt it deserves.
You remember the man on the microphone, singing Karibu Baba, Karibu Sijui is Baba for what?
What happened in Kisii was spontaneous. It was a reaction by the people, and Raila Amolo Odinga had nothing to do with it.
As the government is now today, they are busy trying to look for scapegoats, and Raila has come in handy for them. Somebody said, these days, even when Raila sneezes in his house, they say, why did he sneeze?
The lawmakers say the government was getting vindictive and bitter to demand vehicles in possession of the former Prime Minister.
Prime Minister was a core principal in the last grand coalition government. Now he retired as a core principal, he retired as a co-president of this Republic of Kenya.
And speaking from Kwale County, Cod Alliance Senate Minority Leader Moses Wetang'ula accused the government spokesman for undermining Raila Odinga.
This man called Muthui made some very reckless and irresponsible statements in relation to one of our Cod principals, the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Statements that are totally unhelpful in trying to foster peace, unity, and national cohesion in this country.
Issue of the non-conclusion of the benefits and privileges that the retired Prime Minister and the retired Vice President should get is not a Jubilee government issue, because the legislation that was supposed to decide that was not assented to by President Kibaki.
The Kisii funeral has caused controversy, with politicians allied to the Jubilee Alliance accusing their counterparts in the Cod Alliance of trying to destabilize the Jubilee government, while those in Cod dismiss it as diversionary. Reporting for KTN, I'm Patrick Amimo.